Ladies and gentlemen, James Orengo yesterday declared that he's going to run for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya in 2027.
Hata huko kuna bibi James Orengo atashinda Ruto ya milioni 18 na it is unstoppable. Orengo ndio constitutional working. Orengo 47 degree. Abai harisa mama na wei. Huyo ndio dawa ya Ruto.
Komni anma kawe. Adwan kamora mora majie ubiro kaka na wajume magoko biro. Giwere giwach Ruto. Giwach ne Orengo nyatieng osewuok oko. Giwe nindo oko. Gidwoke odwa ka. Aroye!
That announcement by James Orengo is significant, politically speaking. And I want to talk about it in this video. And I want to go straight to my first point. Is James Orengo plotting to bolt out of Linda Mwananchi and form his new outfit or coalition? The reason I'm asking this is simple. Linda Mwananchi are making it very clear that their leader is Edwin Sifuna. I listened to Otsosi, I listened to Majimbo Kalasinga, and even Edwin Sifuna's speech yesterday in Bungoma during the burial of the brother to Wamboka, then before Bumula. Their messaging was very clear that Sifuna is the candidate. You move around the whole Linda Mwananchi, the rallying call is always Sisi ni Sifuna. The truth is, Sifuna was kicked out of the ODM party, and he was able to turn it to his favor. Now, Orengo is part of that Linda Mwananchi. Linda Mwananchi has not told us that they are giving room for other people to run for the presidency. Which begs the question, is Orengo plotting to bolt out of Linda Mwananchi? Why I'm asking this is simple. In politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. The same yesterday, while Sifuna and the group were in Bumula, something was happening in Kisumu County, Ahero, to be specific. And I know only those with political eyes can see. And that's why I want you to listen. Orengo was in Ahero with who? Matiang'i. He was also in Ahero with who? Martha Karua. Why is that important? That is important because Martha Karua doesn't have time for Rigathi. In fact, Martha Karua had stopped participating in the united opposition political activities. Matiang'i, though not public, but doesn't have time for Rigathi Gachagua. That's why they're frustrating each other. And anytime Matiang'i goes to the mountain, Rigathi always frustrates him. Anytime Matiang'i wants to go to the mountain, he uses people like Munya and who else from the mountain. So I'm looking at this as Rigathi, Kalonzo teaming up with Sifuna and the group. Then Orengo is going to emerge as another force, a fourth force. And he's going to team up with Matiang'i, and he's also going to team up with Martha Karua. Don't argue with me on this.
We are going to work together. And today is evidence that we are prepared to walk this journey together. It's not about us individually or the parties or the formation we are in, but it's about the country called Kenya. And we want to say without any fear of contradiction that Kenya deserves change. And we believe that that change is going to come out of this team.
Na unajua sisi kwa Jubilee tunasema mbele pamoja. Tunataka kwenda mbele pamoja na kila mtu. We are going to be together. We keep working this journey. So excited to be here with my brother James Orengo and my sister Martha Karua. And this is the reality of talking, and being together. I'm so happy about that. So kwa sasa,
give it time, then come back to me after 4 months. My second take is the Luo kingpin politics. You see, the issue in the Luo nation is that they want to either vote for Ruto or vote out Ruto. Ruto is doing everything to win the support of the Luo community. And you can safely conclude that as of today, if elections were held, Ruto will take the Luo nation. The others will also get their votes, but Ruto will take the majority. But now that's happening because there's no Luo as a presidential candidate. The fact now that Orengo is declaring his bid, will that persuade the Luo nation to rally behind him? Because remember, the Luo nation since the time of Raila Odinga, there was Jaramogi, then there was Raila, 202 he didn't contest, then Raila has always been on the ballot. 2027, we are not going to have a Luo as a presidential candidate. But James Orengo is now saying he wants to run. Can that persuade the Luo nation to vote for Orengo, so that he becomes the automatic Luo kingpin? Because remember, Orengo has been consistent on one thing, that it is ODM, it is Ruto that needs ODM, not the other way. And he's been asking the question, and very clear that a Luo must be on the ballot. So maybe it's about the Luo kingpin politics. Number 3, and this is something which only those who have a clear understanding of politics can see. Could it be possible that there is a force behind Orengo who wants Orengo to run for the presidency with the sole aim of denying William Ruto the votes from the Luo nation? So that in 2027, we are going to have a lawyer presidential candidate in the name of Edwin Sifuna to deny the Ruto, the lawyer votes. Then we are also going to have another presidential candidate from the Luo nation in the name of James Orengo to deny Ruto the vote from the Luo nation. And of course, you already know that Mountain is locked. You also know that Ukambani is locked. Then Kalonzo can actually pitia katikati. So that is something which we should start interrogating, whether someone is pushing Orengo to run, to deny Ruto the vote. Because I doubt, Orengo is a known figure, you can't take that from him, but I doubt if, as things stand today, he stands a chance of becoming the next president of the Republic of Kenya in 2027. Raila tried how many times but failed. So someone could just be out to use him to deny. So the other important question could be a strategy to retain ODM support base who are opposed to Rigathi. You see, and this is a question which Linda Mwananchi should really answer. The truth is, ODM and number 4, and it's a question which Linda Mwananchi should actually take very seriously. They should not joke with it. This could be a strategy to retain the ODM support base opposed to Rigathi. ODM, as we speak, when Raila Odinga was alive, Rigathi was not featuring anywhere. Linda Mwananchi knows that if they were to follow Rigathi, they will get some supporters to go with them. But the truth is, there are those who will not be comfortable following that direction. But of course, there are also those in ODM today who are not comfortable also with Ruto, but they cannot join Rigathi. So you give them something, you give them Orengo. Once you give them Orengo, what happens is Orengo is then propelled to run. So that these guys would have voted for Ruto are retained. Those who are opposed to Rigathi, their votes are also retained. So you get a block for those who cannot, ODM supporters who cannot vote for Ruto, and also cannot vote for Rigathi. Ladies and gentlemen, politics is a dirty game. And for you to understand that politics is a dirty game, you guys need to follow this. And importantly, How is this move by Orengo sitting with Linda Mwananchi? Do you think Edwin Sifuna? Do you think Otsosi? Do you think Bagendi and the rest? Do you think they are comfortable with Orengo running for the presidency? How is it sitting with a fellow? Because so far, I'm yet to hear any endorsement of Orengo as a presidential candidate from Linda Mwananchi. I'm yet to hear a single. But what about Sifuna? Every single day he gets endorsement as a presidential candidate. So they need to figure out how this is going to sit down with them. Because if they are not careful, they're going to lose. Until next time, Makwiny, bye-bye.